you ready for the big reveal? Hello everybody and welcome to Linnanmäki, and today we're going to ride a pretty special coaster and some other rides as well. It's 10:30, they've let us in. The park opens at 11 though. We've got the wristbands and now we're going to wait for Taiga. For a while Taiga's been my #1 anticipated roller coaster. I think it could genuinely have a shout to become a new #1. I am possibly going to overhype it, so I'm kind of nervous whether it lives up to my expectations or not. Oh, you can hear the roar of a tiger. Oh my god, that hardly made it over the top. The queue line's open. Oh my god, the music's playing. Okay, here we go. I'm doing another voice recording just like on Wildfire. In that other... Oh my god, we're going already! Oh my god, the hang time's insane! Whoa! Oh my god! Already we're going! I was not ready! I was not ready! Second one! Oh, Terrence! Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh. That's the best coaster of the trip so far. I just rode Taiga, and from one ride, I can't really tell if that's a #1 or not. I just feel a lot of adrenaline right now after finally riding that. Let's go on Salama, aka salami, because sometimes a bit of cured meat is very nice. Salama was smooth, fun and floaty, but the spinning wasn't that strong. Next up is this blue coaster, which looks exactly like Taiga, but it's not. This is Tuuleräki. Tuuleräki is... Oh my god, shut up. Tuuleräki is a very interesting coaster because it's a one-of-a-kind matte prototype. It's called an E-motion coaster. As you can sort of see there, the trains have springs in them and they're meant to swing from side to side, but I've heard that this resulted in pretty much an epic fail. But we can see what it's like for ourselves, so I'm not going to say any more. Let's get on it. Okay, let's see how this goes. Tuuleräki was a bit bumpy, but other than that, I didn't really notice much in terms of the swinging or springs aspect on the train. They didn't really do much. However, there is a pretty steep drop there, which was quite fun. We're now going to go on Pikajuna Mack powered coaster. We're here on a Sunday, if that means anything in terms of no queues, but so far, everything's been walk on. The Mack powered coaster lets you do 3 laps, and it's probably the roughest powered coaster I've done. There's another entrance to the park down here as well, just next to the spinning coaster. The park's been open for 40 minutes, and we've already got 4 out of 8 credits. So we're going to take a different route around, have a look what there is before we finish the other 4 credits. So this is a disused water tower, and they built a Zera family coaster inside it. Linnanmäki Extra is the name. This indoor bit of the queue line's giving Crazy Bats vibes. This is a pretty good queue line actually. It has 2 lift hills. Space themed coasters that are slightly in the dark like that are always a little bit fun. I'm gonna go on Kirnu now. It's an Intamin Blitz, just like Insane, which we rode a couple of days ago in Grönalund. Insane was insane, so let's see how this is. Oh my. It definitely wasn't insane, but I think we should ride that again because the spinning really makes the ride. and if we ride it on the other side, there could be a bit of a difference. Yes. It's now time for my first ever Maura Sky Loop. Its name's Ucko. Yo man, this ride looked complete uckers. Roll back. Bro, that took way too long. Wait, it's going up? No. What the fuck? This is the sketchiest ride I've ever seen. Well, that was fucking dreadful. That was so fun. Malta's making me do it again. Okay, fine. In a middle seat, it's not actually that bad. No dancing cigarettes allowed. Now it's time for Full Ristorata, the wooden coaster here, which opened apparently in 1951, only 1 year after the park opened. This is going to be my first wooden coaster which has a brake master. Yeah, I think I can call it a brake man. Oh no, I can't call it a brake man. The queue looked long, but it's moving so fast. On the sign outside it said its capacity is 1,200 riders per hour. That's really good. This is what the brake master's seat looks like. They can stand up if they want though, like most of them do. Okay, here we go. Full Ristorata is yet another coaster that relies on certain factors, with this factor being how much slack the brake master is willing to give. With that ride, it really feels like we've taken a step back in time. I think a brake master coaster like that should be on the bucket list of every enthusiast. It's absolute roller coaster heritage. After 2 hours, I've ridden all of the roller coasters here, no more credits left. Let's go on some flat rides. Kingy, what kind of name is that? I don't know who built this drop tower, but it looks pretty good. I've just done a bit of research and it turns out Kingy is built by Moses Rides, who I think I've heard of before, but I don't recognise any rides that they've made. But they are exclusively a flat ride manufacturer, unlike Intamin, who do make drop towers too. I think these seats are designed for people with no arms. But the theming's nice and it has an onboard soundtrack, so that's actually quite good. Bro, this actually looks insane. Oh, let's go on Magia. Helicopter, helicopter! Yeah, I know I've been on some pretty small rides, but I'm not doing that. We're going on the Hus Enterprise now. Oh my god, Ucko's actually really big.
Bigger than that, Chris. It's large.
Well, this was a Hus Enterprise, but turns out it was made by Emiliana Luna Park, whoever that is. Ride sketchy, back to you guys. There was a really sudden jolt on that it's a bit unnerving. Hus Enterprises would never do that. Let's do Taiga again. Queue line could be really nice, but unfortunately this just ruins it for me. Like, why would you do that? I have no words. It's funny that for the first ride, because we were straight on, I didn't notice any of this, but second time, queuing about half an hour, it's not been the most pleasant at all. At least the station looks a bit nicer, and I don't see any vandalism there. Back row ride on Taiga. Wow, that is even better than the first ride. The airtime is so strong, there's laterals, positive forces, it's all there. I don't know what happened. Suddenly the park's packed and literally every queue line is flowing out of its entrance. I thought I said pussy for a second. Okay, own up, who took his brains out? Things are getting a little bit spooky now. Time to go on a haunted house with some crow animatronics. Let's go on Hoteli Kjøpin Velivor. I don't remember the name. Yeah, we're going there next, I think.
Are you sure?
Oh, actually, I don't know. Bruh. Over just like that. That wasn't very good. Rows 3 and 4 have shut off on both trains, which makes no sense. Been a few technical difficulties on this ride. It's had a bit of downtime, which isn't what you want to see. Yeah, I'm a bit speechless right now. That's not what I'm speechless for. I'm speechless because it's been a whole 2 years before I've ever had a ride that's challenged my number one, and Taiga's actually doing it. It's good. So far, Taiga is better than every coaster I've done except for Expedition G-Force, but my opinion could still change before the end of the day because I've only been on it 3 times and it's still got more warming up to do. It's 4:30. The park's open for another 5.5 hours and we've been on 15 rides already, which is pretty good. But I really do hope that it gets a bit quieter later on so I can get even more rides on Taiga. I think the park just takes a while to fill up, so the first couple of hours there's not that many queues. The Huss top spin is closed for today and I feel like it's just closed ever since the war started. I think that could be why. Literally anyone who doesn't like Taiga. We're going to go on Kamakuya, I think. I don't know what this is, I just see it screaming. What the Oops, wrong ride, it didn't hurt anyone, but this is what I thought we were going on.
I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again!
This is a pretty quirky dark ride, and what's more, it's a suspended dark ride as well. As you can see from the ride vehicle there, the track's above it, which is weird. Oh shit. That was slightly terrifying, and it's raining. What is it with Finland and just getting an English word and putting an I on the end? Really? Kioski? Kingy. Strange how sunny it is at the same time, but it's really heavy rain. And I think we're going to go on Taiga one more time. Never mind. We've been told that it's closed because of the thunder risk. Closed all the high rides, but I think this looks pretty high and that's still going. Maybe it's because it's made of wood and it doesn't conduct, I don't know. I accidentally filmed that in slow motion, so I'll say it again. But on Full Ristorata, which is the only ride it seems that's operating in the rain, they have traffic lights instead of block sections so that the brake masters can do their job and stop the train if the next section's not clear. And I noticed that they have green lights which quickly switch to red when the train goes past, and you can probably only see it from near the back of the train. Make it rain. Well, your wish has been made, mate. Everybody's queuing outside the entrances again before they open, since the thunderstorm seems to have passed over. Taiga's queue looks a lot longer, so I think we'll wait and do Kurnu again. Yay, it's open! Ow, I just hit my elbow! It's a less insane version of insane. Also on Kurnu, my feet heavily brushed past some bushes on the way up the lift hill, which feels a bit sketchy. And unfortunately, Taiga still hasn't opened, which is a little bit worrying, because pretty much all I want to do for the rest of the day is go on that. Somehow the River Rapids is also closed because of thunder, and Tuulereki is open. Yes! Taiga is back! Waited about 25 minutes for Tuulereki. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. The drops, at least a little bit fun, right? No, I really am. I'm clutching at straws there. What is your favourite music genre? Oh, okay, let's go on this then. Had to queue about an hour and 20 there, but we did wait a bit extra to the front. I do think I slightly prefer it further back. It's the golden hour, and it's time for one last ride on Taiga in the sunset. England just won the Euros, and we're about to go on the back row of Taiga for the last ride of the day. Sounds like Chernobyl. So I got my 6th ride on Taiga on the back row. I'm afraid Expedition GeForce is still my number 1, but it's very close. Overall though, I have to admit, today has been quite successful. On a normal day, we would have been able to get even more rides on Taiga because they closed a quarter of the train on both trains. But this park has a feature where you can upgrade your wristband for only €15 to come back the next day. And that's what we're going to do. So I guess I'll see you sometime tomorrow. We're on a tram and we're going back to Linnanmäki. Go, 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 go! Taiga, 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 Taiga. Wait, why is the queue not open yet? So they're fixing Taiga based on its problems yesterday. I asked the operator, and the reason why rows 3 and 4 were shut is because there was a problem with the sensor for the restraints underneath the track. So I assume that they are fixing that now so that the train can run at full capacity for the rest of the day. Yeah, and as soon as I say that, it starts testing. We've already started making our way to the River Rapids, which we haven't done yet, so I think we're just going to ride this now whilst it's not got a queue. It has a really nice location. That gave just the right amount of wetness. I'm definitely glad that we did that. These lights are pretty cool. Let's go back on Taiga. Yes, they fixed 3 and 4. That's done it. I have a new number 1 roller coaster. I don't know if it's because of my sentimental affection for Expedition GeForce. It took me a while to let go, but the Taiga's just too good. It literally is my perfect roller coaster. And the launches aren't amazing, but in comparison to Helix, they actually do have a bit of strength to them. I rode it on the 2nd row and it's just as good as on the back. You know that it's number 1 worthy when it's unconditionally good no matter where you sit. We've been here for 2 hours now, and this morning we've managed to get 4 rides on Taiga. The capacity is so much better today, and I think we're going to give it a bit of a break. I've now reached double figures with that. 10 rides on my new number 1 coaster. I kind of want to go on Raketti, but I'm not waiting 30 minutes. I ain't got that sort of time. Uko, on the other hand, doesn't have much of a queue, so I think we'll do this. What's the point in pulling it up to only let it go down slowly? Like, why?
Well, I think it's because it needs to engage with the chainlift, but I don't know.
Probably makes sense. Uko on the front. It's unique. I definitely appreciate it more now, but it's definitely not my favourite. Maybe unique's not the right word because it is cloned quite widely, but that's the first one I've been on, so it offers a very different experience to what I've experienced before. So we're actually leaving the park now. I have my tram ticket so I can come back quite quickly. It's very good public transport and very cheap as well. So I suppose I'll show you around Helsinki a little bit. Goodbye tram, time to go underground. We're off to see a very special place. This ceiling, London Underground could never. Oh my god, that's a big escalator. Liseberg could never. Spinnier than Salama. Legend has it, this is where Timo Pukki grew up. This is a pretty sus looking building. Do you have any ideas what the sussy building is? Yep, here it is. Supercell headquarters here in Helsinki. This screen shows real-time user logins, which is pretty cool. We're now leaving Supercell HQ. I used to be an avid Clash Royale player. Much to our surprise, they gave us free... Well, this is like a Clash Royale bag. That was another tram. And wow, there's Helsinki Cathedral. You can literally see Uko operating from our hotel room. Oh, get me back at that place. And we're back. Surprise, surprise, I'm back in Taiga Station. We've waited only 20 minutes for this. The operations have been insane because yesterday, the length of the queue, it would have been at least an hour. It's open today, and I think this is a real bus top spin. Cough, cough, Energylandia. Yeah, the name still hasn't grown on me yet. Certainly lives up to the name, that's shit. The cycle was ridiculously short, and also I basically couldn't breathe because of the restraints. That's a very quirky coaster. And the fact that when the queue is overflowed, it's not even a 10-minute wait. It's very special to have a ride like that in the park. Gotta get back on I've now had 14 rides overall on Taiga. I'm enjoying that more and more every time. But we're going to give it a little rest for now, and we'll go on Kurnu.
This ride is a bit weak.
We go again on the right hand side. It's not even good, it's just okay.
It's mid.
And here we go, descending into the tunnel of Taiga for the last time. We've been told the queue's closing in 4 minutes, so at 9:30, half an hour before park close. So this is what's inside Taiga's rockwork. Is it a nest? I love everything about this ride so much. The lights in this station, absolutely everything. It's going to be such a shame to say goodbye, but that has to happen. So here comes a 15th final ride on Taiga. I just took my final ride on Taiga. It was just me and my brother on the front row, a complete train to ourselves. Good night, Taiga. I'm gonna miss you. For the last time, goodbye, Linnanmäki. It's been an amazing 2 days here, and I love the flexibility and freedom that we've had. Travelling to and from the park, travelling around Helsinki. I will never forget this experience. And of course, that ride has changed who I am as a person. Okay, maybe I wouldn't go that far, but I really do love it. The new #1, I was hoping that I would like it this much. Took a bit of time to realise how good it actually was, and now it's happened and I'm blown away by it, and I'm very grateful that I've been able to experience Taiga as well as Linnanmäki and Helsinki. And last but not least, I'm grateful for you sticking around until the end of the video. This has definitely been a longer one than normal because of course 2 days, and I also decided to add the Helsinki little cameo in and just make a slightly different type of content because it's very restricted to theme parks at the moment, and I'm not saying I'm going to change with that, but I think sometimes it's nice to see more than just the theme park when you're in such a beautiful place like this. So goodbye Helsinki, goodbye Linnanmäki, goodbye Taiga, and goodbye to you.
Buckle up, it's a chill ride.